play with the pens. 1, 2, 3, it's going. This is my friend Ben, and we're on a play date. Is that
easy now.
It's a play date.
Actually,
a pen play date.
No, that's true. Yes, and you're my pen friend.
Yes.
Right. I was explaining to my niece in today's email message that the reason why I put quotation marks round the word pen friend was that I didn't mean it in the way that we usually use the phrase pen friend.
Which is someone you write letters to?
Exactly.
A pen pal.
Yeah. But then I said that she and I were sort of like pen friends in as much as we communicated by messages.
Yes. So Ben is writing with a Voss pen made in England.
I've never heard of...
Where I bet you can guess by his accent he is from.
I've never heard of Voss before.
And I'm using a completely off-brand pen. Wait.
Had you heard of Voss?
No, I hadn't until I bought that pen. A warranted number 8 nib, which looks like a warranted 8 is a Waterman 3, about, in terms of its size. And this is a piston filling pen, and it's quite delightful. And it was a surprise because I didn't think it would work, and it seems to be working fine. I meant the filling system, not the nib. I knew the nib would be working.
Well, that's a bonus.
It's a bonus, yes. Another pen I bought at the recent Boston Pen Show was this one, and we discovered Ben discovered it is called a Tower pen. Tower. And it is a poor man's 51. So it was designed to look like a 51. But unlike a 51, there's more of a nib exposed, so it actually can write with a flexible line. And I knew that I had that pen elsewhere, and I do. I have 2 other versions of that same kind of a thing.
It's strange, isn't it? It's a bit sort of belt and braces, because it's got the streamline section of the 51, but then the nib actually screws on. Which the cap, sorry, I mean screws on, which I don't know, slightly defeats the purpose of its
streamlined
of its 51ness,
yeah.
Right? Because the point there is that you don't need to screw the nib on because it's held in place by I don't know what, gravity or something.
Gravity.
No, suction. Vacuum.
Not that. It's held together by a clutch. A 51 has...
Yes, that's right.
There are 2 ways that the cap is held onto the pen. One is when you put it on the back, it's held by the inner cap against the back of the barrel. When you put the pen cap on the front, it's held together on the clutch. Metal against metal and plastic against plastic. So, it actually, this is going to make any viewer think we are crazy people. They don't think that already.
I think that goes without saying. I've just written eagle 3 times in a row for no reason that I can think of.
That we're what?
Crazy.
Crazy. So,
I mean, actually, at least there's no sign of insanity in what you write. It's just kind of scratchings, whereas I write, just weird words.
So, if you listen to this as it grips, it's metal against metal.
Yeah.
And when you post it on the back, it sounds like plastic. You can hear the actual plastic.
Yes,
so listen to it very carefully.
I remember this. This is 51101. This is one of the things that you told me first off when you were busy showing me your drawers full of...
Showing you my drawers.
Drawers
showing
full
my
of...
dirty drawers.
Full of beige 51s.
But anyway, it's just, it's a very... It's tactile, oral,
yes.
A-U-R-A-L,
yes.
pleasure is quite lovely, I think. And when a pen writes a line, but when it makes a lovely noise when you're getting it into
Yes.
work mode or into sleep mode, it's just really, it adds to the pleasure.
Well, and then this is sort of needle fine, isn't it, as well?
Well, that
which
one is,
fun.
yeah. So, doesn't it make you, dear viewer, want to just run out and find a pen just like this? But they haven't been made in nearly 50 years.
Which ones? These ones?
51.
This ones, yeah.
1940, 50, 60 years, whatever.
This
These
is
haven't been made.
This is a vacuumatic by the look
Yeah,
of it.
no, it is.
Yeah,
So,
it's-
but you can't. You can only buy modern fountain pens that will cost thousands of, well, hundreds of dollars. And won't write as well as these, I don't think. But I think Mr. Tipping will not necessarily agree to that.
That what?
That modern fountain pens don't work as well.
Well, they're not. They're not so fun to write with, really.
No, because the
I mean,
points,
sometimes I think that the mechanism of the thing is pleasing enough.
No.
But
And the color of it might be nice, but
yeah,
the nibs are not nearly as differentiated,
no good.
and you know, you can't find them that write really, really fine.
No.
You can't find any that are really, really flexible.
See this.
Voss.
I like this Voss in some ways because it makes me think of a sort of maybe a modern, I don't know what, Dunhill or something like that, or DuPont. But when you start writing with it, it's a bit more like you know, a man from a businessman in London, you know, from about 1930.
Mm-hmm.
And then he turns out to have a very flexible cane that he's walking with. So he's a sort of portly man. He's a portly businessman in a bowler hat, with his pinstripe trousers and his tailcoat and that sort of thing. But when you see his cane, it's all bendy.
It's like the ones
Yeah.
that Charlie Chaplin
Yes, exactly.
would walk in. Like, how did it even possibly support his weight
Yeah.
if it could turn that much?
Yeah.
We're going to say goodbye for this particular thing, and we'll start another one shortly. But we'll stop right now. Thanks for watching.